hello, loved ones, and welcome to another episode of the Sip and Chat. And guess who I have here? Well.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Marlene.
Hi. Let's play the Sip and Chat song and then let's get into our shenanigans.
Ooh, okay.
Pull up a chair, leave your worries at the door. Whatever's on your mind, you don't have to carry it no more. The steam is rising from the cup, the vibe is feeling right. We're diving deep into the soul, we're searching for the light. From the aches and the pains to the joys we finally find. It's the sip and chat, the healing of the mind. It's Marlene and Miss Nexie, side by side. No secret too heavy, nowhere left to hide. They're pouring out their hearts just to fill yours up again. A conversation started between two good friends. Whoa, this is the Sip and Chat, the weekly place to be, where we talk about the heart and we set the spirit free. Pour a little love, take a little sip. Life is a journey, the message is clear. Love is all you need, love is all, and you'll find it right here. Yeah. Matters of the heart, yeah, we're breaking down the walls. Learning how to stand up even after all the fall. Self-love is the lesson, self-care is the key. Becoming the person that you're meant to be. So watch the videos, enjoy the weekly flow. We're planting the seeds to help your garden grow. Turn those notifications on, don't miss a single drop of the wisdom. Because you deserve to feel better, you deserve to heal. Where we talk about the heart and we set the spirit free. Pour a little love. The message is clear. Love is all you need. Love is all, and you'll find it right here. Sip and chat. Sip and chat. Love yourself better. Love yourself better. Weekly podcast. Pouring out that soul. Marlene and Miss Nexie, making hearts whole. Oh yeah, making hearts whole.
Okay. Hey, loved ones, how are you doing? Welcome to the Sip and Chat. And how are you doing, Miss Nexie?
I am doing great, Miss Marlene. Very good. Excited. And other than that, of course, the little guy went away with that today. So I'm happy.
Ooh, ooh. That means, oh, hold on. I'm going to pause because I'm about to pour another drink.
That's what I just did. I
So
started the pouring when he left.
it's like pour
And that
away.
was at noon. I'm just kidding.
Okay, guys. So, welcome to the Sip and Chat. Today, we have a really good topic, and today's topic is a real one, Miss Nexie, because why is it when you've had enough and you walk away, now here they come trying to run back?
It, You know what, Miss Marlene? It's a question that I've asked myself for a very long time. And I have done the exact thing. Like I put up because I'm an empath. So I put up
Mhm.
with people for a very, very long time. And the minute I am done, and I mean completely done, because I don't leave until I'm ready to never talk to you again, right? When I
Mhm.
leave, that's when everybody or the people that I have gotten out of my life for one thing or another, that's when they start coming back, asking for, one more chance for a friendship, one more chance of, creating the family that we wanted to have, one more chance of bringing the family together, the extended family. And it's like, no, I've been here for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years with you trying to make things happen, but they don't realize it until you're out of their lives for some reason.
But I don't know, Miss Nixon. I just don't get that
Yeah.
uh, because so many of us, we're good people, kind people, patient, loyal,
Mhm.
all of the good things.
Ooh, I
As
almost choked on that one. On the patience part. And remember, I told
yeah,
you I have no
well,
patience.
yeah. What does my sister say? Thick thighs, but thin patience.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Miss
Mhm.
Marlene, what
Yeah.
are you sipping on?
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God. We got right into
We did. We skipped
the
right.
gossip, didn't we?
Yeah.
I
We
mean, the discussion, the discussion.
yeah, the discussion, right. So I got my brown today. I got my brown liquor today. I got my
Oh,
bourbon. Mm-hmm. A little bourbon
in
mix.
this heat,
Mm-hmm.
are you crazy?
Oh, I love. I'm a brown girl. I'm bourbon all the way. I'm a
Oh, yeah,
bourbon,
I
bourbon,
love
bourbon.
bourbon,
Mm,
but
mm, mm,
winter
mm, mm.
time, not
No,
summertime.
all year. I'm bourbon girl. I'm loyal to my brown. Yep.
Now I know what your stage name was. Mine is cold brew with the little kick. So you know what my stage name was cold brew.
Cold brew. Really? Your stage name? Okay,
You
I'm
know
not
what I
touching
mean?
that one. I'm not
Don't
touching
go
that
there.
with a 10 foot
Don't
pole.
go there, Miss Marlene. Let it go.
No, I can't. You know, when I'm on brown, I'm very petty. What I want to know more. Tell me more.
There's a lot of dollar bills included in that
Oh,
job.
oh. Okay, I didn't hear that.
There's a yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So let's talk about something else. So tell me. No, I'm having actually an iced coffee with a little kick of rum, coconut
Mm.
flavor. I didn't know it was gonna taste this good, but somebody said a while back, you should try just add a little bit of,
Mm.
coconut like flavor rum and just
It must be an owl in here. Who?
I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna give her that satisfaction of saying
Um,
who.
could it be your bestie said?
What are you, an owl?
I said, I think it's an owl. Who? Who?
Yeah. You're gonna continue to who? Because I'm not saying it. I'm not saying who told me. I'm not gonna give her that person that credit because I'm petty too. No, I did it, Miss Marlene. You told me, and I was like, you know what? Let me try it. And so I have rum here at home,
Mhm.
and so somebody gifted me a bottle a long time ago, but it never goes bad. At least that's what I think. So I put a little shot today in the cold coffee. Oh my God.
Mhm.
It's so good, Miss Marlene. You were right. So right.
Okay. See, that's
So
all
we're
I'm trying
both
to say.
happy.
Just acknowledge that I was right,
You're
and I'm
so petty.
happy.
You're so petty.
That's all I
You
need.
had to make me say it.
Just recognize, and if you want to, you can bow, you can tip your hat
So
and say,
petty.
yeah,
So petty. Oh my God. She's like, oh, she wants to be famous, y'all. But you're gonna be famous.
yeah. I cannot. Okay. So, Miss Nexie, let's start this now for real. Let's be honest. This about, okay, you can have your friends or relative or somebody you really care about, and you
Or
keep
a
asking,
job, Miss Marlene,
yeah,
or a job.
yes,
Come
or a
on.
job,
Yes.
and you keep saying you don't like things. This needs to change. We need to work on this, but they give you the silent treatment. They ignore you. They say you're being too sensitive or unreasonable, or they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it. On and on. And this goes on for.
Or Miss
Hmm.
Marlene, if you want to work on it, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. That's what
Mm.
they say, right? Because I've
Yeah.
heard that. If you so
They,
want to work on it, go ahead, work on it,
yeah.
and come back to me when you're done. And I'm like, seriously? Wow,
Yeah.
so childish. Like Miss
Very,
Who?
very. It's the thing is, I believe that some people will believe, especially in a romantic relationship, they feel that when they're with you, they got it going on so good. You're not. Oh, she's not going anywhere, or he's not going anywhere. I got them.
The reassurance, right? Because you
Yeah.
have put up with them for so long, especially in a marriage, Miss Marlene.
Hmm.
Or doesn't have to be a marriage. It can be, your significant other. You don't have to be married to be with someone, right? To live with someone for years. As a matter of fact, I have a friend who they were together for 15 years. They got married and they were divorced 2 years later.
Mm.
So, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be married. You can be with your partner for years and years. But I think that our partners, our husbands, wives, significant others, whatever it is, sometimes, not sometimes, they get used to the thinking of, oh, she'll never leave. He'll
Yeah.
never leave me. She always says this and we go back to nothing. He always puts up with this and we go back to nothing. It's okay. It's just the talk. But because we put up with so much, and again, there's the characters are different, right? Sometimes we are very aggressive and in fact assertive, and there's times that we are the passive ones. And so when you are that type passive and you are with someone that is more assertive, they think that you will never get tired or will never leave them or will never say I'm done
Hmm.
with them because you put up with them for so long, right? As an empath, and I'm sure you probably are the same way as I am, you have to finish the tasks, meaning they have to be completely out of your system, out of your heart, out of your mind, out of your life to say I'm done. And because it's a point of no return.
Yeah.
And that's the way I am.
Yes, Miss Net. I am the type of person where I give I give a lot of leeway, or some people call it grace. Some people call it, they're patient or whatever. I believe I'm a person, as long as it's nothing where they're toxic or anything. Because, life is life, and, adulting, people have to work and do things. So I try not to be unreasonable, but at the same time, I'm I'm not going to be in a relationship by myself. I'm
Mhm.
not going to be the one doing all the work, or the same thing with the friendship or anybody else. I'm not always going to be putting forth all of the effort and the work, and they just get all the benefits.
Yeah. And Miss Marlene, we sometimes too have been at fault where we have that friend that we don't put any effort, or that family member that loves us so much, or our partners too, right? And they're doing everything for us, treating us the best, and we're not really doing much. And no matter how many hints we get, how many times they tell us, I was going to do this, or we should do this, we should do that. And why do you talk to me like that sometimes? Or why are you not more, romantic or more loving, whatever? Sometimes we take that for granted, that, like you said, that grace. and we take advantage of the love that this person has for us. We don't expect, because it's happened to me with friends that they were best friends, just like family, that when they were gone, and I will start like, hey, why hasn't so and so called me? It's been like 3 months. Like, what's going on? I will call, not get an answer, call back, nothing. Like 3 months later, this point is 6 months, I will call again and I will get an answer like, what do you want? And I'm like, what? You know what I mean, Miss Marlene? That you don't get, you don't like, sometimes you don't see the type of friendships, good friendships you have, or good romantic relationships you have. I was told, um, oh, why are you so surprised that I'm not calling you? You know, you call me, you don't answer when I text, you don't answer when I called you. Sometimes it takes you like 8 months to call me back or text me back. So why are you so surprised? Besides, the friendship is over. I was like, what? But again, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't real. I was mad at the beginning, but then I realized that it was also my fault. Actually, more than that other person's. It was my fault because I wasn't putting the time or the effort to be a good friend, a better friend, to care more. But it feels weird when somebody says those things to you in your face. It makes you kind of balance yourself and start thinking about others more than you did before, I think.
Yeah, and this is real talk, Miss Nexie. You have to really be a mature woman or a mature man to be able to say, I messed up. I
Hmm.
screwed up. I dropped the ball. I took them for granted, or and I think everybody kind of gets in those modes from time to time where you're not maybe all the stuff that you did when you first met them in a romantic relationship, like you stopped the flowers, you stopped
Hmm.
the phone calls, you stopped the whatever. And the same thing with friends, that you haven't been hanging out, you haven't been supportive, no phone calls and things like that. And we just assume that because they're not saying anything, that everything is okay. I know I have been on that side. I was like, well, you didn't say anything. It's like, yeah, I have been saying things. And you're like, huh, what?
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been.
Yep.
You remember when I was like, "Hey, let's get together," and you're like, "I'm tired," and then "I'm tired" turns into "I'm
I'm
busy."
busy.
Yeah, which turns into "I got stuff going on," and then the next thing they're like, "Well, I'm tired of you always being too tired and too busy for me," so they just check out, and you think everything is cool until you finally get settled. "Ah, I wonder what happened to them. Let me call them." And then
Hmm.
you realize like your message, oh, I'm blocked. What? What? Why am I blocked? It's like,
Yeah,
and you're like, what? I didn't do nothing to them. What's their
exactly. Because you
problem?
don't get it. And Miss Marlene, it's the truth is not, it's uncomfortable, right? When it's thrown in your face. um I remember I had a friend in, I think it was high school. I think we started being friends in junior high, but we went all the way through high school together. Excuse me about that. And I was always with her. We would eat together, do homework together, walk home together. And then in high school, she got a boyfriend. And our walks, first we will walk, but then he will always be there. Then eventually, like, a month or so afterwards, she wouldn't walk with me anymore. Like, she will go with this boyfriend, whatever. And I have to walk home alone. And I will go and, so you want to do homework? And he was there.
Mm.
So our phone calls every night, or every 5 seconds, as we used to have them when we were in school, those phone calls, they went away. homework went away. So this went on for like a year with this, not wanting to be around me, not wanting to be my friend. And she was changing in a weird way because of that boy. So
Mm.
eventually, I don't know what happened because at this point we weren't like really talking anymore. I had made another friend and we were, doing our homework, working together, walking together and everything. And she comes back one time, she's running towards, hey, hey, hey. And I didn't even know who it was because I didn't recognize her anymore. I'm telling you, she had changed. And then she's like, why did I was saying hi, why didn't you wait for me? And I turn around and say, who are you for us to wait for you? And she just looked at me like, what do you mean, who am I said, yeah, who are you? And that was the last time we spoke, Miss Marlene. I told her how I felt. I said, I'm sorry we can no longer be friends. I just noticed that when you have a guy, you disappear. It has, you don't need anyone else. And then when you don't have them and he cheat on you or whatever, now you want to be friends again. I said, I don't work like that. And that was it. Never, never again. We went through college, she went to another college, I went to another one, and that was it. Never again.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because you can't come back from something like that. You
Yep.
can't.
Yep. Me and you are the same on that one, friend, because my deal breaker is never initiating time together. That's
Mm,
when I say stick a fork in it, I'm done. I am not the one who's always going to be like, hey, let's get together. Let's get together. Hey, let's do something. I'm not going to be the one always planning, always calling, always. Because if you can't think, if you can't plan, then that means that I'm the only one in this friendship or relationship or whatever. I'm not doing
yeah.
it.
Oh, and I have had the friends. I still have a couple of friends like this that we don't have to talk for an entire year, and we pick up the conversation where we left off a year ago. And like nothing, because that's the type of friendship we have. They live in the other side of the world. I live here. And so, you know what I mean? Like we have that type of friendship that we don't have to be in communicado every time, but we know that we're busy, we're this, the time zone, whatever, right? Mhm. But the friends that you have here, you expect a little bit more from them. Another thing, Miss Marlene, it's I don't like is when they tell you, we're gonna go. You get invited, you go with them, and they even though they ask you where you want to go and you pick the place or whatever, and they're like, oh no no no, so and so said that she went to this other place and it was so good. We'll try yours next time. I'm thinking, why did you invite me then? If you so and so that you're with right now is so wonderful and and she knows this place, why am I here? You know what I mean? Like they don't take into consideration your feelings or how they treat you in front of others sometimes.
Yeah, my thing, Miss Nexie, is I don't like when I feel like I'm the invisible friend.
Mhm.
It's like they have maybe you have two or three other people, and you're when they're with them,
You
they're
don't
all over
exist.
the other friends and they're talking, but when it's just you and them, that's when they have time for you.
Hmm. Or when they need something that they know the other two won't do for them,
Yeah.
that's when they call you. And I've had friends like that too, and I'm like, you can't do that. Like you cannot mistreat me, ignore me, replace me. That's okay, but just let me know I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's okay, I can take it. I'm a big girl. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to. You don't have to be delicate or anything about it. Just let me know I don't want your friendship, or I get bored, or I didn't want to come with you to this particular place. But I have had friends that they go places with other people. These people are always around, and whenever they need something like money or whatever, or a favor, they always come to me first. And it's like, and I've said this before, like, why are you asking me? Ask your other friends. Oh, well, no, because they're not my best friend like you are, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, not falling for that one anymore.
Yeah, but Nexi, honestly, I had to learn this, that they're only in your life for the financial aspect.
Yeah.
They're not in your life because they want to be around you or they enjoy your company. It's just what you can give them.
And sometimes I think, Miss Marlene, is that you've been friends for, so long or whatever. And these new friends are, they want to impress the new friends or whatever, and they take you for granted because you've been in their life for so long. And I think that's what happens a lot of the time, is that you've gone through thick and thin together, and then they make other friends in college or work or whatever, and then they put you with the same, with that group, and they behave so differently with that other friends than they do with you, and they push you like aside because these new friends are here. And I think they do it because we've been there. They think that we're always going to be there.
And that's what it is. They get comfortable. They get comfortable in the relationship, and they feel like the relationship is so secure that they won't notice that, I just call them when I want this or when I want that, or when I'm in a relationship. But when I'm not in a relationship, then it's like they only have time for you. You're only after everybody else.
Yeah. And again, it doesn't have to be um, a long term friendship or relationship or whatever. It can be short term, but you can tell right away how, if you're paying attention, how they change with a different group of people. I don't. I'm me all the way around. What you see is what you get, right? And I've seen people change their attitude, the way they behave because this other group is here, and you're like, you don't even like that. Like, why are you going to buy whatever it is that they're buying? You don't even like that flavor. Or what are you doing? You don't behave like this when we're together. Like, you're more like down to earth or whatever. But yeah, they change, and it's it can be, like I said, short term. It can be long term too, that you've known this person, um they've been in your life forever, and you don't see, because again, you have gone through so much as best friends. You don't see how this person changes when they have a significant other. And which, remember, I told you it happened to me. I had a friend of 24 years that, I said, no, this is not right. Like, you only call me when you need me, and right now you're calling me all the time because you just broke up with this other dude. Like, and now you want me to go out, now you want to talk, and like, and you haven't talked in 6 years that they were together. Miss Marlene, I probably got 2 phone calls every year,
Wow.
and probably like a handful of texts, because she was always busy with him, always and I'm not saying you have to be on top of me every day, all the time. No, but do not change the way that we are as friends, right? Because you have someone. If you were used to texting me and calling me every other day or whatever, and just say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing cool, every month, and say, I've been busy with so and so. You don't have to, but you don't have to go 6 years with very little communication, and then all of the sudden you're bombarding me with all this attention, all this love, and it's because you just broke up.
Yeah.
I'm
And
done.
yeah.
I'm done. And I told her, Miss Marlene, I said, I'm done. I said, I just noticed that this relationship for you, it only works when you don't have someone, because it happened before, but I didn't see it. I didn't feel that it was that. I was like, oh, they're probably just getting, together with this other dude. They're just probably happy. She's my best friend, whatever. But when I saw it this next time, I was like, oh, so I'm just your friend when you don't have a partner.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I said, I'm done. And she's been calling me and texting me, and I had to help her recently because of something that happened, but it's not the same. The friendship is no longer there. I mean, the true friendship, right? The
Yep.
best friendship is no longer there. I'm a friend that she knows, yes, but not a best friend anymore.
Yeah. See what happens when you think someone is your friend or you think someone is your partner or person that you can trust, and then when they break that trust, when they do things that's disrespectful or they're taking you for granted, whatever it is, because we all have things that, like I pinned at the top, what will cause you to walk away. And everybody has something different, I think, based on your upbringing, based on your age, and etc., that will make you feel disrespected. And I think ultimately that's the root cause of why people walk away, is because they feel disrespected in some way.
And
And
hurt, right?
mhm,
And
yeah,
hurt.
yep.
But Miss Marlene, and so same as with jobs, right? Because I've had employers a couple of times, Miss Marlene, that I have asked for a certain schedule. They have hired me for a certain schedule because you have we have kids, right? We have families, so I can work the third shift, but not a 24-hour shift, or I can do this, and they were okay hiring me. And then all of the sudden they started like giving me taking my hours on the first one, and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, well, it's because a lot of people need the shift that you like, and it's not fair, so we have to also kind of switch around because I wouldn't want any problems with what I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever. And can you come, in the morning? I can't. So you continue on this job for years, putting up with them. They reduce your hours. They do certain things. And then you leave, right? Because you get tired of it. And then they're asked that like a month or two, three later, they're asking you to come back because they really need you in those times because there's not that many people that want to cover that shift. That has happened to me, Miss Marlene, and I'm like, what?
Nope. And that's why I said too little, too late.
No, I'm like, no, I don't even say anything. Oh, I just hear them and then I hang up.
Mhm.
I don't
See, Miss
even say
Nestle, I
anything.
don't even answer it. That's
No,
where
I
I am
do
now.
because I want to hear what they have to say, but I don't say anything and I hang up. But this is the thing, Miss Marlene, when you are in a job, or whatever your job is, and in relationships, you need, especially this time and day, that you have to be more caring. You have to be more there for your friends. I don't feel like that anymore, like with this technology and all these things. Like, I don't feel like your friends are there
Hmm.
in the moment with you.
Yeah. For me, Miss Nexie, I'm an old school person, and I'm not saying, okay, of course, text. Some people you have to email. There's many ways to communicate, but I'm the person, I need an in person. I need to see you, be in your face. Like, are you okay? Good. I need to get a hug, and whatever. I have to have that. But they know, people who know me know that's who I am. And it's like later on they want you to change or say, well,
Mm,
well, I don't need hugs, or I don't need this, or I don't need to be told that I love you. So why do
yeah.
you need it?
Exactly. I have a couple of family members very close to me, um that I have, I tried once in front of someone very important to me. I tried to hug this person, and it this person cringed and like, oh, I don't like to be hugged. Like, oh my God, I really don't like it. And it made me feel really bad because it was in front of everyone and it was on a Christmas, Christmas Eve. And I was like, okay. And then the next time, I don't remember, I said, I have blah, blah, blah that you like. And, there's some left there if you want to. This person said, oh, you don't have to do that. I only like that once in a while. Like I really don't. Oh, okay. So I've tried for many, many years to be um giving, to be someone that loves this person and wanted to show this person how much I cared. But now I decided since last year that I'm done with that, right? I cannot continue to put myself there because this person is not doesn't like me. Plain and simple. She just doesn't like me. So and it's all hypocritical what she does in front of others, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna be there. Now that I'm pushing away, I don't talk, I don't go there. Now it's like, oh, we brought you this. Oh, there's some food you want. We brought some pizza. We did this, we did that, and we're going here, we're going there. And I'm like, no, thank you, it's okay. And on my, birthday and, a big hug. And I'm like, no, what are you doing? It's too hot. And so now that I'm not there, there's all these offers and all this wanting to talk and all this, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that is so weird
Yeah,
because, for years I tried to be that person for you and you pushed me away. Why now?
because Miss Nexie, when you finally show people that I know, you know your worth, and I know what
Hmm.
I deserve, and I will be respected, and people will show up for me, and they don't think that you'll ever say that, or like you will tell people, because I know I was guilty of it, telling people I don't like stuff, but I would still steady allow them to do things that I didn't like, until one day I was like, no, you're not doing this anymore, and then they laugh. And then when you do cut them off, they're like, wow, so they did cut me off. Oh, so they were serious. And that's when people will come running back, when they finally realize that they lost you for good, and that you're not stupid and you can't play games with them.
Hmm. Exactly. And the saddest thing is that I, me and that person are like our upbringings are so alike, so much alike. And I always wanted to show, how much we care. Like how much I love you, how much I care. You can always, you always have me here for whatever. But is this I don't know what it is. I really don't know. I think I do, but I cannot say it. But it is this thing that she pushed me away for, I don't know, to prove something, to prove a point. But now that the relationship is different, now you want to be this nice or this sweet or whatever. It's uncomfortable for me, very uncomfortable. I'm just happy that it's going to end pretty soon, that we're not going to have to be, socializing anymore because they're moving to another state. So
Okay.
that's a good thing. And so, for me, because I don't have to be a hip, because I feel very like I'm a hypocrite because I do like a smile in front of people when I want to, when the first thing I want to say is like, what the are you doing here? And get the out of my house.
Yeah.
Like, I seriously don't like you. You bother me. That's what I want to say, but I can't.
Miss Nexie, you don't? I do.
No, I can't because I will hurt someone I love deeply. So I
Uh,
cannot say that. Even though it's in my heart, I can't. I have to bite my tongue because if I say that, that person is going to be very hurt and I don't want to do that. That's the only reason why I don't. And that's why I feel so uncomfortable, Miss Marlene, because now it's like, hey, you want to do this? Hey, you want to go there? And I'm like, why are you inviting me? Like, why are you? Oh, there's food, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, thank you. Like, yeah, thank you, thank you. I don't even touch it, but why now?
That's because they, Miss Nexie, I'm telling you, when people realize that you walk away, or when they can't get what they used to get, your time, your attention, know your business, when they can't get that, because they can't have access to you, they can't know your business, they don't get your friendship, your love, your time, they realize that they lost. they realize, and
Hmm.
they want that back. But when people take advantage of you, disrespect you, or whatever it is that they've done to offend you, when you realize that there's no going back.
let, let me and this is Miss Marlene is probably, again, you and I are very similar, and we pretty much think alike, a lot alike. I've noticed that, even though I don't say it all the time, but I do notice that you and I think a lot alike. I am someone that I'm very giving, very loving, and I do that at the minute I meet you. If I like you, my friendship is yours, and it's true friendship with everything of who I am. Like, I don't want to change. If you don't accept me as me, it's because you don't want my friendship, right? Because I don't offend people. I'm always trying to help. I'm always trying to give people and love people, because that's who I am.
Yeah, you're a
So
very
when
kind person.
yeah, but this is the thing, like, I can be like that. Like, can be very loving, very giving and everything, but when I don't feel that, like, when I first meet you, if I don't feel that vibe, or if I feel something negative, I stay away. You know what I mean? So
See,
when I
what it
am
is,
me,
Miss Nexie, is I think you finally, when you notice the energy shift.
yeah, and again, since I'm sincere, I'm honest, I give you my truth. Whatever, when people, like, have a double face, or a double, like, meaning to things, when they accuse you of something, not to your face but to that other person that you love, they tell them, oh, so and so, I felt this way about her, think that she looked at me differently, or whatever, and that person you love comes over and says, did you, like, no, I didn't look at her different, like, no, I didn't. Or they try to kind of like get you in trouble,
Miss
or
Nexie,
talk behind your back. I
what
can't stand that.
Miss Nexie, what they're doing is they're putting seeds of doubt in other people's minds.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Miss Marlene. The reason why it bothered me, because this person that I'm telling you, it's like that. With you is one thing, and then she accuses you of things that you have no idea, that you haven't done at all, things that you haven't said. And I'm like, when did I say that? Like, I haven't even spoken to her, like, for a long, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, she said that you said and I'm like, what? Or that you were hinting at something, like a surprise that they had, and then that this person was going to give the other person, and then, yeah, she said you were kind of hinting. I said, because I said, hi, how you doing? That's how I was hinting. Well, she said that you spoke like kind of different to your normal self. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And so from then on, Miss Marlene, I was on guard. And once I get like that, I cannot and will not go back to the same person, trusting.
Uh-oh. Is that me? Did my mic go out? Is that me? I think I'm good. You guys let me know in the chat. I see my avatar. Miss Nexie, your mic has gone out completely with me. I can't hear you if you're speaking. I don't know if you guys in the background, if you guys hear me or not, or is Miss Nexie. I think my mic is still going. But I want to say thank you guys so much for being here and tuning in. Hopefully, Miss Nexie will tap back in a little bit, come back up. But what about you guys? Oh, here's Miss Nexie.
Oh, I lost you there for a minute. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
okay, you're back. Oh, Real says
Yay!
yes. Real says he can. He can hear. Okay.
Okay, okay, wonderful. Yeah, so for me, Miss Marlene, is once you do that, that you're, like getting me in trouble without me actually, without, because I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have two faces. I don't like drama. I don't like gossip. I don't like any of that. So what you see is what you get. And when people are like soap opera, that they want to invent all these other things for drama purpose, don't count me in, because I don't like that. I don't like any of that. So this person kept on doing that. And I remember one time, I came into the house uh, uh, of these people, and she said to that person that I'm telling you I care so much for, um, "Oh, you're here to save me." I was the only one talking to her. "You came to save me?" And I look like, "From me?"
Wow.
Yeah, and I looked the other way. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm like, "Oh." So ever since then that I've noticed these things, "Oh, you're here to save me." Oh, and every time I go there, this other person comes over and takes over the conversation, or says, "Okay, let's go," and takes her away. I'm thinking, what have I done? Right? What did I say? Or why are they treating me like this? So now I don't socialize much anymore, and I stay away as much as I can. And now that I have been doing that for the past, where I was 8 months, for the past 8 months that I've been here with more time than I used to have, I don't go, I don't visit, I don't socialize. I answer questions, and you know, that's it. Like, I don't go over as I used to before, because of those things that I have seen. Now that I'm doing that, now this person is all about, "Oh, we should do this, we should do that, let's go here, let's go there." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, thank you." And I have said, "No, thank you." Yeah,
Better
I
than me, Miss
can't.
Nexie. I would say some other words, but okay.
But not yet, Miss Marlene. Not yet,
Okay.
because I told you, it's if I do that, I'm gonna hurt someone that I love very, very much. And I don't want to do that. Not
Okay.
yet. I
I
think that this
understand.
person is gonna wake up one day and see reality, but who knows?
Yeah, but the thing my thing is I'm very big on respect.
Hmm.
I'm very big on honesty. And for me, I would rather just a person be like, just keep it real with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Exactly.
keep it real. And
If I
and
bother you and you don't want to talk to me, regardless whether you're living in my house or not living in my house, or visiting my house or not visiting, if you don't want me to talk to you, or if you don't like the way that I am, just say it. And I will literally stay away from you. We don't have to like each other. We can love the same person, and we don't have to like each other,
Mhm.
right? We can respect each other because we have to, because we love this other person. But we don't have to be in each other's lives. But when you
Mhm.
see that change on that person that you care for so much because of intrigue or whatever it is that these people are doing, it's very sad, because then you tell that person, "Don't you know me? Like, I thought you knew me more better than this," right? And
Mm.
I don't want to give that person that satisfaction of losing my friendship with this other person just because of her.
Yeah, and I found that before too, Miss Nexie. I found that before, that when you can be, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, if somebody really knows you, you would think, right, that they
Yep.
know your character. They
Hmm.
know what
That will
you
never do that,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They should know. So when they jump to these conclusions with these, I call them illusions of grandeur, right? Delusions of
Hmm.
grandeur, and they like make up these fantasy stories about all of this stuff because in their mind if you're not with them for 2 hours, you were out cheating on them, or you were doing this. And it's like, no. I was like, I'm just here chilling at home, or I was at work. Like, that sounds like a projection of yourself, to be
And
honest
that's
with you.
exactly what I said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said, Miss Marlene, to myself. I was like, you know what? It has nothing to do with me. The one that has a problem is her, not me. Because I have already worked on me. I have already worked. I'm already doing the work, right? Of going to therapy, helping myself, loving myself and all of that. Now, the problem here, for whatever reason, they don't like me. I haven't done anything to them. I'm not disrespectful to people. I've always tried to be as respectful as I can be, as nice as I can be. So if you don't like me, then that's something that I'm reflecting that you, and it's reflective of you, not me, because I haven't done anything. I haven't even been in your orbit very much for you to invent all these things. You know what I mean? Like that I am. Because that day, Miss Martina, you here to save me. That really hurt me because I was like, save you from me? Am I talking too much, or am I disrupting you, or am I hurting you,
Mm.
or am I inconvenient? Like, let me know, because I don't want to, I don't want you to have the need to be saved from me. Nobody needs to save you from me. It hurt me. It hurt me very, very much when I heard, "Oh, you're here to save me." I was like, "Oh, wow." And I was
Mm.
the only one there having a conversation with that person.
Yeah. But you know what? I learned something very valuable from my therapist. When people show you who they are, when they unmask themselves, when you see the real them, you take off the rose colored glasses and you see them for what they really are: user, abusive, disrespectful, never cared for you, never will be what you need them to be. You have to believe and stop being, you have to remove yourself out of that emotional side of saying, "Oh, I didn't like that, that was mean." And you should be thankful. You
Hmm.
need to shift that. Thank you for showing me that you're no good. Thank you for showing me that you were never a friend, or this is not a good relationship for me. And I agree with you, Miss Nexie. You do. It does hurt your feelings. It is
Hmm.
rude, and all of those things. But now you're no longer wasting your time or your energy on them.
Yeah, no, not at all. And again, it's things that have been coming for a long time, Miss Marlene. And you, like you say, like I will say something, right? But at the same time, I'm waiting until the move is official, like I said, so I can talk to not her, but the person I love. And I'm going to tell that person how much it has hurt me. All these accusations, all these different changes, all these things that, have been changing between us. So I will talk to that person because I love that person, not her. She doesn't count in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But the other person I do care for, I need to talk to that person. But I won't do it until they're out of, that we don't have to see each other as often and as soon as, you know what I mean?
Yes. I know exactly what you mean. Hold on one second. Okay. You know how it goes. When someone wants a snack, they want a snack. Okay. So,
I don't have any kids, so I don't know.
so the thing about that is I had to really, it took me a little while for me to realize that they were who they were, because I don't know what it is about when you have your relatives or people who you believe that they are your friends or that that's a person that's your partner. Um, but the thing is, we have to stop choosing people who don't choose us back. I think that was a lesson that it took me a while to get that because partially because of my upbringing. The other part is not wanting to believe that they were who they have been proving themselves to be. It's a hard pill to swallow when you
Yeah,
realize that they don't love me or they're not my friend or they're
yeah,
using me. Yeah.
they're not. And you see, like the person that I'm talking to you about, I'm gonna say it anyway because I have three, so nobody knows who I'm talking about. It's one of my brothers, and his wife it keeps on, like, my brother has literally pushed all of us away, like a lot, but mostly we were very close, him and I, because we're siblings, right? We grew up together. We're very close. We're very, very close. But I have noticed that the change that he's having, now that he's married and stuff, and the things that she is inventing, because I am not, again, I'm a very respectful person, and I'm very rational. Like if I see that I'm bothering you in any way because I'm too hyper or I'm there, I leave. I say, oh, I got to do something, because you can read the room, right? I can read the rooms. I can feel the energy. If I see that I'm not welcome for whatever reason, maybe they were arguing, going through something, I said, I just came to say hello, but I got to go because I have to, do things or whatever. So when this person starts accusing me of certain things, or I hear the minute he walks in, "Or you here to save me?" and he doesn't say anything, like, save you from
Wow.
what? Or because he's my brother, he knows me, right? We grew
Mhm.
up together. He has three sisters and he knows us very well. So I'm thinking, like, why aren't you saying, I'm saving you from my sister? Like, what is she doing? Or like, saying, you kind of like, you did like a double take and she took it the wrong way and she thought that that you're gonna ruin the surprise. And I'm like, when did I talk to this person? Haven't seen her since blah blah blah, right? And what hurts me the most is not what she's saying, is that my brother is too stupid, so stupid, to believe, and has forgotten who I am. That's what hurts me the most. Not that she's saying it, 'cause I don't care about her. She can, whatever. It's been a while since we really really care for her, but that he's believing these things, and not remembering who I am, that I will never do something like that. I will never spoil that. I will never, attack anyone. I will never do anything to harm his relationship, to hurt his relationship, or harm him in any way. So the fact that he's constantly allowing these things to happen, and double, like, questioning my intentions and things like that, I'm like, I don't know who you are anymore. And that is the saddest thing, is like, once they move away, I know that I'm probably never going to see my brother again, right? Because I'm not going to go over
Mm.
there. Then she's never going to invite us over, because what she wants to do is take him away from us, which is why they're moving.
Mm.
Hmm. And so, I, again, I love my brother, but I know that little by little she's been taking him away from us. Like, even when we used to do, like, Christmas or Thanksgiving together, they have to go to her house first. And if her house takes all night, then they come to us later, like whenever everything is done. And so, you know what I
Wow.
mean? Like, yeah, I get that. I get that that's the way it's supposed to be, but I don't know. I don't know. It just hurts me that my brother is so stupid, and
You know,
allowing her to actually put doubt in his mind of who I am.
you know what, Miss Nexie? I think it's that your brother is choosing her over you. I think that's honestly the problem. I'm not a therapist or anything
No, no,
like
no.
that.
Yeah, and I Miss Marlene, as it should be. But what I'm saying is, why is he believing the lies that she's telling him? Oh, she almost. Oh, so is there something wrong? Why is she like kind of hinting? Are you gonna do something for me? Because I heard your sister kind of hinting, and this, idiot comes over and says, "Were you hinting on something?" It's a surprise, but I'm like, I haven't said a word. I haven't even seen this person. How can I hint anything?
Wow.
Exactly. Right?
I know.
And that's what hurts me, Miss Marlene, is that he's believing these things. The fact that he asks me, "Are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" The fact that he confronts me, I'm thinking, "Are you effing kidding me?" But
Mm.
I don't want to do anything. I don't want to say anything again, because I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting until the right time for this to happen. And again, maybe the last time I will see my brother. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
No, you're not. You're not okay with it. Don't
No, I'm
don't
not
say,
okay with
Miss Nexie, don't say
that.
stuff. You know over here we don't say stuff
I'm
that
gonna
you
start
know.
crying.
I know. But I'm just being real and honest with you, Miss Nexie. We have to stop saying I'm okay with it when you know you're not okay with it.
No, no, you know what, Miss Marlene? I think that even if I don't see him for a while, I know him, right? I know that eventually he's gonna be like, "Hey, let me go check on this crazy person. Let me call. Let me text." The thing that I'm not going to do is to go visit them anymore. I'm not gonna either invite him over or go visit them. I'm gonna just talk to my brother over the phone, text him, whatever, and that's it. And if I get an invite somewhere, I will probably say, "No, I can't. I'm so sorry." Because I don't
Mhm.
want to be around that filth, because that's what it is. They're so used to but her family and extended family are always bickering about something or the other. They don't talk to each other. The family, her immediate family, is dysfunctional. You know,
Mm.
the mom is the one that
That
holds the
controls
power,
everything.
that holds the power, and it's a very weird lady. So I understand like where she's coming from and everything. What I don't understand is my brother, knowing how we are, that he's doubting about how we are. That's what bothered me the most. So instead of me um going over and creating doubt on my brother, I just stay away and wait
But
for
Miss
him
but
to come
but Miss
around.
but Miss Nexie, this is a question, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, just
Mhm.
disrespectful to you at all. But my question is this 100% your brother's girl, or is it something that she is projecting from what he said to her?
I don't know. I really don't know because, and this is what I'm saying, Miss Marlene. It's like it's just the two of us in the kitchen. Are you here to save me? I'm like, from me? Like, do I talk too much? Did I overstep like on talking
Yeah.
so much? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I am, because I don't go around them a lot. I don't. I try to stay away as much. First, because I work a lot, right? I'm always working. But
Hmm.
others is that I don't like to go to different, because I don't like gossip. I don't like it. I dislike that very much. Because I'm the type of person that if I don't like, or if I have something to tell you, I'll tell you in front of your face. I don't
Hmm.
gossip around. Maybe it's gonna come back to you, and then you're gonna look at me like, "Oh, what a hypocrite." No, I'm gonna say it to you. If I said it to somebody else, you hear afterwards, then I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it to you in your face, and I will never make up things like that. Like, damsel in distress. That you're here to rescue me. My father showed us girls how to rescue ourselves. My real dad, like that's my hero. So it kind of makes me feel weird that she's acting this way, and that he's believing. That's why for me it's like I rather just stay away, because I know that I have a big mouth too. And if I get, kind of like upset, or I get weird, I'm gonna ask in front of this person, like, what is going on? And I don't
Mhm.
want to do that to my brother, like I said, because I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah, but Miss Nexie, here is my thing. You may not want to hurt him, but it's hurting you.
No, it's making me, Miss Marlene, it's making me, how can I put it? It's making me look at my brother in a different light.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, my brother was always so good. He is the best of the three brothers we have. He's hardworking, a good guy. They've been together a while, which is why I don't understand where this is coming from, Miss Marlene. Because
Mm.
they've been together for a long time. So we've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my brother like, I don't, like, who are you? And what happened to you? What happened to, we're always going to be siblings no matter what? What happened to that? And I trust you, sis. And I trust you, bro. What happened to those, to those lines, to those sayings, to that trust and everything? It's just
Yeah.
weird. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at him in a weird way, like, wow, you're my brother? Really? You sure?
Mhm. Yeah, but it's like, you know, sometimes the version of him that you've known for so many years changes and shifts because unfortunately some people become a product of who they're in a relationship with.
Yep.
So they're fine until they meet them, and then because some people, because the person that they're with has a dominant personality
Or an
and
insecure
they,
personality?
yeah, yeah, dominant, insecure,
Yeah.
manipulative, all of those things. When they get with a person like that, because that person is more dominant, makes them become docile. So they
Yeah.
just whatever, they're little puppets. They're whatever, little puppy dogs
Yeah.
running after them. Whatever you say, it's like whatever you say, master. Whatever you say.
And no, and this is the thing, Miss Marlene. It's been going on for like 3 years now. This is nothing new. So again, since the beginning of the year, I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna be around them. I'm gonna try not to talk to them much, not to see them much. And this entire year, hey, do you want to go here? Hey, I we went to Sunset and I brought you this. Oh, I brought this for the little one. Oh, and oh, we're gonna go this place. You should come with us. And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm busy. I can't today. And the minute they come visit, like if I'm somewhere, like if I'm in another relative's home and they show up, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Like, hey, sis, you're leaving. I go, yeah, I gotta do things and stuff and see people and talk to others and walk the animals, even though I don't have any right now, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So I always come up with excuses and I leave because all of the sudden she's the one inviting me to all these places or being all happy around me now. Like, why? When my brother and I were very close, I guess she didn't like it. Now that we're distant, now she's happy. That's how I feel it.
Miss
That's
Miss
how I
Next
see it.
Miss Nexie, what I feel, to be honest with you, is that she realizes her bad behavior, and this is her way of apologizing.
Mm,
Because some people, they don't know how to actually, no, I'm being real sincere and genuine in this, because I know a few people, they don't know how to say sorry, and their way of apologizing is by trying to do things to get back in your good graces.
yeah, no, again, Miss Marlene, when I make up my mind, it doesn't matter the reason, but I don't think it's that. I think that she's happy that my brother and us sisters are not as close as we used to, because we will talk all the time, call each other, text each other. We were constantly on each other's, houses and stuff like that. Now that my our brother is, moving away from the closeness that we had, she is triumphant. So now she wants to be all over and be nice. But again, like, I don't fall for that because it's out of my system. I can never be the same as I was once with her. I can't, because I already you know, saw her for who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And coming back to she's apologizing, I really don't care anymore. Like, I really don't, because I know that our friendship, relationship as family will never be the same again, at least for me. Because that's why I don't hurt people, Miss Marlene. That's why I cherish people. I appreciate my friendships. I take care of family because I don't want to ever hurt anyone and then come back and say, I'm so sorry I hurt you. I want you back in my life or whatever. I don't work like that. I behave and I try to be the best that I can be and as genuine as I can be with people, so that you understand that this is who I am. I don't have two faces. I just have the one. And I
Right.
behave the way I do because I that's how I function. And when people give me another face, and then all of the sudden, you're it's weird. It's just I can't. It's out of my
Yeah.
system. I can't. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't care, really. No, for her, I really don't. I do care for my brother. I love
Yeah.
my brother.
Yep.
But I don't care if she's in my life or not because she's nothing to me. Nothing.
Yeah.
As long as I keep respectfully, every our relationship being respectful and nice and whatever, I know I'm not gonna hurt him.
But Nexi, you I don't know how to say it without saying it, but
No,
there
I'm gonna
is,
talk to him.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Not her.
Uh,
Not her. That's why I said I'm gonna talk to him because if I am mean to her, this like the way I want to say what the F now, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. First of all, I don't talk like that. But second, I can't be upset at her because I'm going to hurt him. I rather talk to him, tell him my feelings, how I feel, how I've been feeling this whole time, how I felt so disrespected, so, like not cared for, and how he hurt me by doubting. I'm going to say that to him. And I'm not going to make it about her. I'm going to make it about the two of us. But
mhm.
I have to wait until before, like I said, the day that he's leaving, because I'm gonna be taking them to the to where they're going, to the airport and stuff. That's when I'm gonna have the conversation with him,
Mm,
and he can think it over, and in his flight over there or whatever.
mm.
But I
I
have to talk to him, not her.
Miss Nexi, I will talk to you on the other end. I'm not going to say it on social media because I have a few ideas. but I want to read some of the chat that I have here. Manifest Reality says, we don't think you will be that way with your brother. You love him, right? Manifest Reality.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah. Love will never end at all, but the lack of understanding has changed. And
Yes,
yeah, hmm
exactly. It
yeah,
has.
it has.
It,
And that's the thing I think that hurts the most, Miss Nexie, is when, like, where was the communication breakdown? And even if you don't want to have the full conversation with your brother, but I do think it's important to tell him, like, what's going on, like what's up with the communication breakdown between us.
Oh no, no. That the day that I talk to him, I will. But again, because she hasn't been directly doing things like saying it to my face. You know what I mean? Like even when she said, "Are you here to save me?" Whatever. She didn't say, "Oh, because she's here, she's me." She didn't say any of that. So what I'm gonna say to him, ask him first and foremost if I have disrespected them in any way. And if I have, I'm gonna apologize, which I doubt because I hardly see them. And then we're gonna talk about, the relationship, the break of communication, like what's going on. Why are you moving away from us? What happened to bros before, the end of that sentence? That's how we
Mhm.
were going to be. Our siblings were all going to be siblings before, and we were all going to be first before anybody else, according to us, right? And then I'm going to tell them that we need to fix this. We need to talk with the rest of the sisters. He needs to talk with the rest of us. I mean, my other sisters, because they feel the same way. But I would like to understand why he's moving away, pushing away, or doing the things that he's doing. I don't get it.
I already know what it is, Miss Nexie. He don't have the cojones.
I
He
didn't
don't
want to
have.
say anything, but
That I'm just saying, Miss Nexie, you gotta, unfortunately, a lot of people when they get in a relationship, they're led by the bedroom. They're led by, well, because they're big and bad when they're with their friends, but at home, yeah, it's a whole nother story. They're not the king of the castle at home or the queen of the castle. They have to do whatever their spouse says, or else it's going to be a miserable life for them.
that's true.
Quite
And
sad.
in a way, I'm sure that that's what it is. But why now? That's what I don't understand. Like we've been, siblings forever, and they've been together for a long time. So why now?
Miss Nexie,
That's what
I'm
I don't get.
I know why. I know why. She's acting that way now because she knows she's not going to have to deal with you much longer.
Hmm,
hmm And she's probably been
probably
holding that for a while. I'm just
no,
being
but
honest
that's
with you.
no, Miss Marlene. But that's the thing. We don't socialize that much with them. Like they will come to the house like for dinner. We sometimes be invited to her house for dinners or special occasions, birthdays, and we will go and bring something and be there for a couple of hours and then leave. My sisters and I are very respectful that way. Like we don't overstay our welcome. We don't talk ill of anyone in anybody's house. We do it among us. That oh my God, did you see that dress?
Oh
but we
yeah.
don't but we don't do it to I mean, we don't talk like that with anybody else, right? Maybe our best friends, but that's different. So, and she's always been cool, but I'm telling you, about 3 years or so ago, she started with this. um oh, what's wrong with your sister? I felt like she was kind of weird. Are you giving me a surprise? Blah, blah, blah. And then, my brother will be like, hey, you're hinting. I go, hinting at what? And I'm like, really? So that's what I'm saying, Miss Marlene, is that we've been in the family forever. It's not like we are in their house every weekend. What we do is talk to each other at least 5 minutes. How you doing? How's life? How the kids? And things about work and whatever you need, let me know and text. And that's what's been becoming less, 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 and less.
I don't know, Miss Nixie. I know that you have made up your mind what you want to do, but that's your brother. I wouldn't wait for the day before. I would like for you to hash this out before he leaves.
Oh, I'm not gonna do it disrespectfully, Miss Marlene. We have had
Oh,
conversations like this before. And
okay.
he knows me. He knows how I am. I'm the type of person that, like, if you say something to me, like we have a heart of heart, and I have to process it, and I need at least 2 to 3 days. Let me process it before I answer what you just told me, or what, whatever the conversation was. And kind of My family, most of us are like that. Like, we need a couple of days. Like, you know what? Let's not talk about it right now. I'm not gonna give you my. I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna say anything. Just go on, offload it, and then I'll talk to you in a couple of days. My dad made us that way because he didn't want us to be arguing like crazy people, disrespecting each other. So he will say, take a time out, just let it sink in, and then you can answer him. But don't disrespect each other. And we grew up that way. Like, we don't um use bad words with one another. We don't disrespect one another like that. Like, so I know him. And so I'd rather just talk to him then. And then we both get, at least a week to cool off. And then we can come back and he can call me.
Right.
But I don't want to do it right now because he will feel uncomfortable if I'm helping him. He will be like, oh, you don't have to help me. Or he will be like, wanting to like ask what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. So I haven't even told him I want to talk to him.
Okay. I understand. Okay. I was just trying to get a little bit of a background. So,
Yeah, we're
you
crazy
know,
that way. We're
okay.
weird people.
I
Well,
don't
you
think
knew that.
so.
You knew that.
Yeah, I was like, if you're weird, then we're very strange.
Yeah, I'm the same, girl. The
Mhm.
same. What are you talking about? You and I have the same family.
Yes, it's a mirror. Unfortunately, it's a mirror.
But
So,
that again, Miss Marlene, and that's the thing. Like, it's like when eh, like when you work with people and they've known you for a long time, right? They know how you are. You're always punctual. You hardly ever call in sick. You're always there. You're always helping if they need you. And then because they hear something from somebody else, somebody new that doesn't really know you, they are giving you a hard time at work. And
mm,
you're like, what the heck? I've been working here for years and you're going to listen to her? Right? Have you ever experienced that, Miss Marlene? That you're like, are you kidding
yeah,
me right now? It's the
yeah.
same thing like with the family. And again, I have it has happened to me twice, and both jobs have called me back, and I said no, thank you. I
Hmm.
had one of those jobs, Miss Marlene, that he called me for 3 years straight. Every
What?
3 4 months, every 3 4 months. Are you sure you don't want to come back? Come back. I give you I am gonna give you a raise. I promise you I'm gonna give you a raise. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm working. And for 3 years he was after me for the job.
Mm.
Mhm.
That really shows the type of a character you possessed.
And it
The
showed Miss Marlene
integrity.
that the
Yeah.
it and also Miss Marlene, it showed to that because I was going through school at that point. So I was the assistant manager in that
Okay.
clinic. And so it proved to him that what the manager was saying about just the employees getting jealous because I was getting that shift, it proved to him that nobody wanted that it was all made up in her head and that he believed her. So it showed to him that really people didn't want that shift, that they were happy with me having that shift, covering that.
Oh.
So she's the one who started making up things. And I told him before I left, I said, one day, I said, you're going to find out who she really is. I said, and you will call me. I said, I'll be expecting your phone call. And sure enough, Miss Marlene, sure enough, like
Mm.
3 or 4 months later, he had fired her because she used to yell at at the patients. She used to be very disrespectful. She was kind of weird, and he started finding out who she was, and
Wow.
a lot of us left. So he called me, and I said, I knew I was gonna get your phone call.
Yeah, like I knew it was gonna happen. So I just sit. I said I'll just sit here drinking my tea and minding my business.
No, Miss Marlene, and seriously, even though this happened, that he's like, you can no longer work here because you don't want to be compliant with the time change, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what, it's fine. And I was very respectful. I said, but one day you will call me back. I said, I'll be expecting the phone call. I say, thank you for for everything you've taught me, for the chance you gave me, and I appreciate everyone. And I said bye to everybody. And like a week or so after I left, four more people left too. And so all of
Wow.
the people that we had been there for like 3 years, 4 years each, all of that group left. And he had to hire new people. And so the practice went down because of that. And which is what I'm telling you is like what happens to people that that others can actually make them forget the character of someone. It's weird.
No, Miss Nexie, they don't forget. They don't forget. They know. They know exactly what it is. But it's because they don't have courage. They're not confident.
What did you say? They don't have cojones?
They don't go on that. Mhm.
Okay, now. Okay. I learned something new that Miss Marlene knows how to say.
There's a lot of things I know, but I don't bring to this YouTube's
You sure did today.
today, and that's because I'm on brown, which is why I don't need to be on brown.
That's why you shouldn't drink before we do this. No. No, but seriously, like that's why I'm saying, like, I don't like if I know you, even if people tell me, hey, you know what, Miss Marlene has been saying this and that about you, I will definitely say, no, she hasn't. Well, you don't know what she no, yes, I do. I know her. She wouldn't do that. Because I know you, right?
Right.
And so I don't believe like when people say, oh, I so and so, she was telling me this about you. And I'm like, she did? Yeah, she was talking ish about you. No, she wasn't. No, she was. I said, no, she wasn't. You'll see. I'll ask her and you'll see. She wasn't. And I ask, and they're like, oh, yeah, I was telling them, remember that time we went, blah, blah, blah. I was talking all kinds of crazy about that time that we did this, we did that. I'm like, yeah, I figured that much. But the person was saying she was talking bad about me. She wasn't. She
No,
was just
because
telling stories.
they want to drop, just like I said, they want to drop seeds of doubt in your mind, because some people it's so strange to me how some people, especially women, I'm not saying men don't do it, but especially women will try to divide you from your friends and your loved ones
Yep.
because they only want you to be their friend or be with them. It's very territorial.
Yeah, it's weird, right? But it is a lot. I've seen it a lot more in women than I've seen it in men.
Yes.
That they are very
Right.
insecure, right? They're very insecure. Like, why are you so close? Now you have me. You don't have to be close to your sisters anymore. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's weird. It's weird,
Yep.
weird, weird.
Unfortunately, Miss Nexie, I know a woman who's like that. She thinks because now that she's with this guy, he doesn't need his sisters and his mom anymore.
Ooh.
And I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? And she says, well, I'm a woman. Like, what? Why can't he get what he needs from me?
Because you're not his mom or his sister.
I was like, girl, you need to talk out. That sounds like a lot of unresolved trauma and issues. Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
You're like, girl, you need Jesus. To take the devil out.
But they say you need to be doused with it.
No, Miss Marlena, like, I don't get, that friend, like, that you've known all of your life. And the first time you see him with someone, he's like 180. Like, you're like, and you try to like talk to him like you used to before, and they're all serious. They don't want to act like themselves. And you're looking, I remember looking at my friend like, what the? And I will stop doing what I was doing because I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. But he will change every time. He still does the same thing, Miss Marlene. He is a crazy person. He likes to party. He likes to tell jokes. He has a bad mouth. The minute he meets someone, he changes into someone that doesn't party, doesn't curse, is very well behaved, and it's always like next to the girl, and it's so weird. So I've learned through, our decades of friendship. Now, he's not my best friend, but we have had a friendship that when he is with someone, I don't act like I know him very well. I don't know why he does that. Like, it's weird.
No, it's one of those things like it's strange to me, but I don't know, Miss Nexie, but some people when they get in a relationship, for them, the person they're with is their own, it's their whole world. Everybody else
Mm.
falls into the background because they're like, "Yay, I found my person." Yeah.
Miss Marlene, I went to
Until they find out, no, that's not my person.
no, Miss Marlene, we went to a gathering, and one of my nephews brought, his fiance to meet us, right? We're having, I think it was a Christmas, we were having a gathering. And this is years ago, years ago. They're married now and have kids. But anyway, he brought the fiance, to meet us, and we said hi and everything. And she's sitting there, and he's bringing like to drink and to eat, and like like right there, so he needs to go to the restroom, and I'm standing right next to them. I'm watching my kids play. My kids were still little at this point. And then he tells his sister, stay here with her, okay, don't leave her alone. And then I looked at him and I said, why, does she get lost? I said, what's wrong?
Wow.
I said, I said, what? Because I looked at him, I said, what? I said, what was, does she get lost if you leave her alone? Like she gets up and wonder or something? And he looked at me, he started like smiling, but with that, like, auntie, you don't like, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. And I asked, I told the girl, I said, I'm sorry. I joke around like that. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. But he changed so much. He wouldn't leave her alone. He wanted everybody to be doting on her. And it was like, ew. And now, Miss Marlene, it's been years. And it's been about 20 years that he doesn't really talk to his parents or invites, they don't even know their grandchildren.
That is so sad.
My in-laws do not, like my brother-in-law and his wife, they don't know their grandchildren from this boy's side.
Wow.
Yep, they never been invited to any birthday parties, baptisms, gatherings at home, dinners. They don't even know where he lives, put it that way. And it's been 20 plus years.
Yep. They don't
Almost
want it to
Rico's age.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost my son's age.
they don't want it to happen, Miss Nexie.
Yeah, but he doesn't talk to his parents. He is all about his wife, the fiance, that girl, and her family. But he doesn't really talk to my in-laws. So my brother-in-law doesn't even know his grandkids from that side.
No,
That's
that's
sad.
that is so that's so tragic. And I hear, oops, oh, I think my mic went out. Can you guys hear me now?
It's like a robot.
Hold on. Is that better?
That's better.
Okay. Um, but I forget what I was just about to say, but I think a lot of us many times will, when you're around toxic individuals, it's like either you're going to make the choice of outing them and like, no, stop, don't do that behavior, or they feel that they have to, you know, I'm not going to say anything because I know if I say something when I get home, it's going to be a war.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
They
I
don't
think so
they don't
too.
want that.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening there. But it makes me sad because I saw these kids grow up. Like I've known them since they were born, and to see that this child that we all helped raise and went through school, university, is very smart, and to see that child literally saying, I want nothing to do with because I don't even know his kids. Like nobody in the families, like he disappeared from the whole family, but especially his father and mother. That's the saddest thing. And I know that one day he's gonna want to come back, right? Because I know that he will, especially once his kids start getting older and he starts leaving exactly what he's given to his parents. I know he's going to want to probably come back. And I hope it's not too late for his, you know, to make up with his parents. But I know that with his sisters, it's not going to be the same. With us, it will never, ever, ever go back to what it was.
Hmm. Because it's a thing. Like I have a thing with my siblings. Like, and anytime like my siblings got into a serious relationship, all of us siblings, we have this thing that we do. And we're like, oh, it's nice. I'm glad you guys are in a relationship. But I'm just telling you up front that certain things is just going to be sibling stuff. It doesn't mean we don't like you and accept, but there's going to be certain private, personal things where it's just me and my brother or me and my sister, nothing personal, but it's a sibling thing. And then there
Yep.
are things that we want to be included with you. We tell them that from the beginning. So when they start acting crazier and stuff, I said, remember when I first met you and I told you? Yeah, this is one of those times where this is just siblings. Yeah,
Hmm.
this is a
Yeah.
sibling thing. And if you don't establish that from the beginning, it's hard to start that years into a relationship. Those boundaries have to be set really early on.
Yeah, and I get that, Miss Marlene. Like I get that. You can do that. But the thing is when the minute they get into the relationship, the person that comes into the family, right? They start having a problem with you once they get married or they get, they start living together. What they didn't have when they were dating, once they're living together and or married, they start having all these weird rules and regulations, like why are you always talking to your sister, like why are you always helping them, or blah 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 blah. That's what I'm saying. Like even if you establish, or sometimes you don't even have to, because you don't feel like they like I said, when they're dating it's not a big deal, but when they get married is
Hmm.
totally different.
Or when they have kids together.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah. Don't we know that? We
Yep,
can write a book on that one.
I can write three of them.
Yeah, but Miss Nexie, this is a great topic. We're gonna pause this and reconvene on the next one because we have been here almost an hour and a half. No, a
Oh,
little over an hour and a half.
oh my lord. Okay,
And we said,
yeah, we're
and I
done.
said,
We
I
are
said we're
done.
gonna do 15 minutes. I'm
15
gonna do
minutes, wasn't it?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I started laughing when I saw that. I was like, is she saying that an hour and 50 minutes? Is that
That's
what
what
she
you.
meant to
Yeah,
say? And she just put 15 by mistake?
yeah. It was supposed to be 1.5. You know.
Zero.
I want to read some of these comments by Manifest Reality before we go. Um, Many attempt to always equate it down to the divisions of each side. I say no. It's both sides equally. Each side is responsible. What Miss Nexie's saying is correct because when the other didn't have that closeness, then they want to take away what the new parent has now established. Yep.
Mm.
It's a
Mhm.
great thoughts. And thank you so
Yes.
much,
Thank you
Manifest
so
Reality.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And it is weird. It's kind of weird, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. And, I don't do well on things. I am too busy, living a good life. And again, I have to have, mental health has to be my priority, a good mental health. And if I
Mhm.
know that this is bothering me, that's why I stopped associating, Miss Marlene. That's why I stopped going there, because it will bother me so much and it will create anxiety. And I started looking at my brother with a little bit of resentment. Like, why aren't you, like, why are you doing it? Why are you saying anything? So I decided to step away because I wasn't, my mental health wasn't, it was being affected. I said, I can't do this. I need to stay away so that I can have, relax and
Mhm.
relaxation and have a relaxed mind and an organized mind because it's going crazy right now. So I stepped away and I started working on me. And because at the beginning I thought it was maybe something I said and I was super worried, but then I'm like, why am I so worried? I haven't really said anything to this person. Like,
Mhm.
disrespectful or anything. So with the therapist, I started working and I'm like, am I overthinking? And he said, yes, you are. I was like, what? You don't want to think about what I just asked? He's like, no, I'm telling you, you're overthinking. Let it pass, you know, process everything that you think is important, let it go. And then once you're ready to work on the relationship with your brother, that's when you start working on that relationship only. Because the
Yeah.
most important relationship here is not with her and you, it's between you and your brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, yeah, I get that, but I thought I had to fix the relationship with her too. And he said, nope,
No,
you
you
don't.
don't. No. Mm-mm.
You don't. He says the
Mm-mm.
relationship's between you and your brother. And I get that. But I figure because he loves her so much, I was going to
No.
try to fix it. But I was like, he's like, nope, fix it with your brother
Yeah.
because you guys are the ones that grew up together, come, from the same mom and dad and have lived all of your lives pretty much together. So you have to fix it with him. And maybe doing that, he's going to be able to talk to her and fix whatever it is broken on her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not your job because you're not her family, meaning biological or immediate family, right?
Right.
Yep.
That
And that's
the
what I'm
whole,
going to do.
and it's all up to your brother. At the end of it, it's up to your brother
Yep.
how he's going to deal with it. But we'll pause and we'll pick up again next week. Oh, another thought. They are manipulators because of what they lacked in life. Mm.
Amen to that. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I think.
Yeah.
But I can't say it, not to his face. I have to be nice because he's my brother. I have to be very tactful.
Mm.
But it
Mm.
is true. They are because they feel so insecure. Like they don't feel that they're probably good enough or they are enough for that person. So putting them against family, making them leave their family and make them everything that they need is how they feel secure. And that's sad.
Mhm.
But I'm not insecure, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my brother as I'm supposed to, and then I go from there.
Exactly. That's a good way. I love that. We left it on a high note. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Always.
ma'am. Always. So we will see you guys next week. Maybe. I'm not sure. Miss
Oh,
Nexie
oh,
is
oh, oh,
saying
no, 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 no. I'm going on a
maybe.
cruise. No, no, no. I'm going on a cruise and I'm going to be on my cruise ship on the balcony doing our sip and chat. You guys going to see the beautiful waters. You're going to see all of that.
Oh,
So if you were thinking you were going to get rid of me, Miss Marlene, you got
I
another thing coming.
did.
Mm-mm.
I don't even like her.
I want her to go have fun in her vacation. Miss Nexie cannot do the sip and chat when she's available.
I know. I'm trying to give you a break, woman. Take a vacation. Forget about
I'm
us and have some
wait, 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 wait.
fun.
I'm going with my kids. No, there's no vacation in taking your kids.
No, you're right.
See,
Yeah, that's not
doing the
okay.
sip and chat is my vacation. I'm getting away from them. That's my vacation. Here,
You're
take it for
right.
2 hours. I'll see you later. I gotta go
Yeah.
do
I was
something.
like, see you later. Peace.
Exactly. I can get rid of them for 2, 3 hours because I'm doing my sip and chat. See how it works? You
Yeah.
have vacation, I have vacation, and we do the sip and chat. So yeah, you're not getting rid of me, Miss Marlene. I'm sorry. for you and your
Oh, unfortunately,
vodka or
guys.
cognac or whatever it is, rum, whatever you're drinking.
Yeah. And I want you to turn on your camera and I want to see this drink that you're drinking when you're on your cruise. I'm not jealous or nothing.
Okay, okay, I'll do that just for you. I'll do that. You're not
Mhm.
gonna like it. You're gonna be
Yeah,
jealous, but I'll
I
do it.
will be. I'll be like, I'm not jealous or nothing.
But I'm
Yeah,
jealous or something.
but I'm jealous.
Okay, then. Okay, we gotta go now.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Yes, we will. Bye, everyone.
Bye.